sir, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Denali, aka Don Squally, and it is auction day, man. If you guys are watching this video and it has just been uploaded, head on over to the Forza Horizon 3 auction house, man. We're going to be auctioning off as many of our cars in the garage as we can that we do not use, so definitely check those out. But as you guys can tell from the title of the video, we have come to a unanimous decision once again, man. A lot of you guys coming together, you know, letting me know exactly what you guys want to see. So as always, I'm going to run through the kind of small list of people here, and we're going to get into this build. Armin Savage, Brant Williams, Logan Hendra, Vibe Cars 24/7, Cody Garland, James Carter, The Tobsters, Reapers _ Mike Rides, Ben Summersgill, Jackson Gweld, Beastly Boys, Jack Cool Carnus, Savage Gamers, Tanner Baker, Jay Perez 23, Mulla Games, Tyler McCoy 100, Blake Audette, Brock McGlashan, Sea-Dog 07, Cruz Parker, Adrian Zapata, Helium E, Drag Cars, G-Man Plays, Alex Perez, Supercars and Chill, Tyler Shaw, Braith Templeton, Xavier Satratus, Cooper 8305, Minecraft Crazy B Oakley, Fun for Days, Michael Gonzalez, Luke for MLB, AG, Gabe Plays Boss, Kyle Penosa, Pack Ultra, Logan Digit, Minecraft Player 12380, Dylan Angel, Liam Christie, It's Angie, Garrett Cosi, Gustavo Lopez, LaRuagen, The Awesome Gamer, Alex Gregory, Kava P, Brody Mitchell, Supreme Kings, Pro Gamer, Ben Maver, John Gapone, Alfie Walker, GabTube HD, Carson Springer Vlogs, Gun Games, The Gaming Blake, Sebastian Toscano, and Liam Smoothie all want to see Jake Angelis's new Scion FRS, man. Now, if you guys do not know, Jake actually sold his BMW, or traded, I should say, traded his BMW for what I want to say pretty much stock under the hood, but otherwise wide body Scion FRS. What we're going to do real quick is go ahead, jump into the buy car section here, see if we can get that FRS, and see if we can replicate this build, man. Now, obviously, the Scion FRS isn't in this game because there is, in fact, no Scion in this game. But what we're going to do is use the Toyota GT86 here, and hopefully we can drop that wide body on here. Now, I saw a lot of people on Jake's video where he revealed this car to his channel, as well as Tanner Fox, and I noticed a lot of people in the comments section were really bashing him for trading his BMW for a Scion FRS. Now, the thing about it is, with BMWs brand new, obviously, you know, side by side, they can't really compare to the Scion or the GT86, however you want to put it. Now, the thing about it is, as far as long-term longevity, maintenance, and stuff like that goes, a BMW is going to cost way more to maintain in the long run, whereas a Toyota, a Scion, you know, they're pretty much bulletproof as far as that aspect goes. Now, I do not have too much experience. Obviously, these cars do have that Subaru motor on them, which in them, I should say. And, you know, even though they are naturally aspirated, the thing about these cars is they haven't been around really long enough. Like, let's say the 2JZ has been around for a long time. Everybody knows those cars pretty much inside and out. So it's really hard to say what kind of problems can come up, obviously, with the Subaru motor as opposed to a Toyota. But if this thing had a Toyota power plant, I'd say 100%. bulletproof, man. Now, as you guys saw, we left the aspiration, just natural aspiration, if you guys will. We left this thing naturally aspirated because at this point in time, Jake really hasn't gone over too many of the performance mods on this thing. Obviously, wide body, wrap is a given. I have a funny feeling this thing's probably going to be turboed or supercharged in the future. Now, it's really tough to say when YouTubers get new cars because, you know, within the first month, more often than not, these cars change dramatically. So this is the build as the car looks right now. I'm going to skim through a couple of our wheel options here, let you guys know when I find something that I like. And I think these Fisk Profile 5s are going to be perfect. Now, obviously, when we go ahead and wrap this car, we're going to have to do a few things a little bit differently. One of those is obviously getting rid of these chrome wheels, but I think the style of the wheel is looking pretty good. I'm going to go ahead, upgrade the clutch for my own personal preference, as well as the differential, because I wouldn't mind getting this thing just a little bit sideways. Now, we're going to go ahead, upgrade the brakes again for my own personal preference, and then we are going to go ahead and just lower this thing, because I think these things look absolutely mint when they're slammed. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb and say this thing for sure has at least an intake and exhaust. And until we find out the mods further, I'm going to leave it at that. Maybe if I see Jake has made a video actually going over the rest of the mods on this car, maybe we'll come and do an updated video on this one. But we're going to go ahead and keep it moving forward. Now, one thing we do have to do here is just adjust this differential. Like I said, I do want to go ahead and drift with this thing. So we're going to go ahead and put all of the acceleration to high there in hopes that this low power Toyota car here will get a little squirrely for us. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and search here before I waste my own time trying to find the wrap here to search for Jake Angelus. And just as I suspected, we do have a couple of different options here. Some people tried, I don't know, that one's a little bit pink here, but it looks like this guy right here, Amin Wolf. I feel like we may have downloaded one of this guy's skins before. Looks like he hit it on the money right here. So we're going to go ahead, add that to our car. And now that we got that out of the way, I think we are ready to hit the road, man. Now, we have done quite a few Scions, FRS, GT86, whatever you want to call them, enough to know what a stock one will do. Now, I didn't want to get too crazy, throw a turbo or a supercharger, because right now those mods are not confirmed. And I know when I do builds like this and I don't get the whole mod list exactly the way the YouTuber has it, at that point in time, people tend to get a little bit upset with me. So for that reason and that reason alone, I didn't put any forced induction on this thing. Even though it's a strong possibility this thing could be forced induction already. Although I'm sure that probably would have came up in the introduction video, but it could be that Jake is just saving that for a later video. Now, as far as this car goes, lacking a lot in power. I find with these things, out of the factory, I just don't know why there wasn't an STI option. I don't know if maybe the engine bay is just too small, practicality, emissions-wise maybe. But, you know, you have your Subaru WRX STI, you have your naturally aspirated RSs. With this thing being powered by a Subaru Boxer engine, you would think somewhere along the line there would be a factory turbo installed, but that is probably my biggest gripe with these cars. I did have a friend of mine, into some traffic there, my mistake. I did have a friend of mine that had he did have a Scion FRS, unequal length headers, tuned, intake, all that good stuff. And that was back when I had my Altima. For those of you guys who have, you know, been around long enough to remember the Altima, man, big shout outs to you guys for one. But my Altima was actually automatic, and he, you know, let me drive his Scion, which was a standard. And I have to say, the mix of having the exhaust and the intake coupled with that manual transmission is really, I mean, what made me go out and buy the G35, the 6-speed G35 that I own today. I mean, aside from that, this car, nothing really too exciting. I mean, I feel like the paint and the wrap here is probably going to be the selling point on this vehicle. Those of you guys who know the Toyota / Scion brands, I mean, really not too entirely fast from factory, but you know, like I say, if this car does change in the near future and I get enough requests for it down in the comments section, maybe we will go ahead and do a little bit of an updated review of this specific build. But I think for the time being, we have definitely hit this one, the nail on the head with the hammer, I think is the way that the saying goes. I'm not really sure. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this one, don't forget to smash that like button. If you guys want to see more and you're not subscribed yet, definitely do so. And as always, let me know what you guys want to see down in the comments section, man. The last couple of videos, we have just been, you know, it's been making my job real easy to see you guys coming together and selecting something that is a group effort as opposed to just 1 or 2 people want to see it. So yeah, I think that's about it, man. So as always, I'm your boy Denali, aka Don Squally. We'll catch y'all mofos at the next one, man. Peace. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh.